Deepest thanks.
Prepare for battle.
I mean, well, this hero, yeah, so I'm a level 25 Void at a terrible MMR, but I can confirm that this hero is legitimately one of the worst carries in the game. This hero is absolutely terrible. I don't know what they're doing. I'm ready to be blown away, but I have no idea how they're going to make a Faceless Void work in 2021.
Yeah, this, you know, they have Void Spirit, they have Faceless Avoid, which people didn't tend to pick it at all. I believe this is the first showing of the hero, and might be the last one, considering what they have. They have 0 damage inside the Chronosphere as well.
Maybe just trying to put a bid in to try and get the hero buff for the next patch, so I can appreciate that from IG.
That's one way of thinking.
You are learned in the way
30 seconds to battle.
Thank you very much. But of course, very excited to see this. As the panel touched upon, if you're picking Faceless Void in this position, you must have something phenomenal in mind.
Either that, or you're running out of options. Like, maybe just fall back. But as you said, you know, he's the golden tier, Faceless Void, so maybe he wants him, like, I invest so much time in grinding, I want this hero to have a buff in the next patch. That's how you do it.
Yep.
The battle
Pull it out in the grand
begins.
finals. I mean, it's incredibly hyped to see. Is of course going to have the potential to get a nice axe down the line from JT, and the Void axe, it's definitely good, it's definitely worth it. Probably not going to necessarily be higher up the list than Emos though. Void Spirit axe, definitely the usual reason why you're drafting it out, and a Void Spirit in the same lineup. We'll see. You know, but for Faceless Void, one of the things that kind of can make him work is if you have that insane combo with the Chronosphere. Problem is this game, IG, they just don't really have that, right?
Yeah,
Chrono,
they have
Chrono
Acid
into what?
Spray, Chrono into like Finger, Earth Spike, that's it. The good thing is they don't have any like real counterplay to the Chrono. There is a Roar, but you don't have that like, Wyvern, you don't have Shadow Demon, you don't have an Oracle, any kind of saves coming inside the Chronosphere. So every single time the Chrono is up, they should be able to get a kill. Even though, as you said, like they have 1, 2, 3, 4 melee heroes.
And sort of overall, looking at EG's lineup, what do you like so much about what EG's bringing in?
Because they have such a great setup for Ancient Apparition. They have heroes that can invade the enemy jungle, something that, you know, Alchemist wants to be, let's say, 7 to 11 minutes, or he's farming the Alchemist. They have pretty much the best heroes. You have Hawk scouting things out, you have Earth Spirit, who's one of the best heroes to just rotate over the map. Storm Spirit on top of that. Like, such a good setup for Ancient Apparition. I don't think Fly should be able to miss a single Ice Blast this time around.
Yeah, definitely no excuses for missing that this game. And some heroes that aren't going to really have the greatest of times to get hit by that blast. In particular. And with the lane setups here, I mean, who's getting the edge with these lanes?
Yeah, this Faceless Void, he's not going to get too much out of the bottom lane. He might be dead if he does not body block him.
Bloodright's down, Lifeline. Should be okay. Let's have a salve ready in the lane.
This is a bit problematic. You know, they hit level 2 before you. They are using the healing salve, always sitting at half HP. The Bloodseeker will be very speedy. He can easily trade with the Faceless Void. Faceless Void gets close, needs to be very of that silence coming out, the good zoning tool, and yeah, this on top of that. So whenever you have Bloodseeker in your team, you want to be able to. You also want to play aggressive on all your other lanes. Not sure why they decided to just lane Faceless Void on the bottom instead of the top.
Maybe just wanting to avoid the Beastmaster lane. That's not a huge amount of fun for Void to lane into.
Void has 4 CS, right?
I mean, it's not like he's doing any better down bottom. This is a pretty miserable start here for Fly. Really struggling to do anything against the Bloodseeker AA combo of Arteezy and Fly.
He's just being completely zoned out. Look at the aggression from Arteezy. He's like, I don't give a damn about CS.
Top lane, Crit coming in with a nice pick there, getting Eyesight back to safety. Moves the forward, Crit, he's able to turn and get first blood. Some smooth moves already here from Crit on his Earth Spirit.
This game already looking really, really good for EG. Mid lane, pretty even. Abed, you know, it's Abed Storm Spirit. Like, you need to be very careful about it. Emo has a bottle, but let's see if they decide to TP to the mid lane. Yeah, there it is. Kaka just gonna TP, refill the bottle.
Bottom lane, Lifeline.
Zoning one right.
Consistently getting zoned. They've already been through at least 2 salves here on the bottom lane to keep Lifeline on the map. He's getting nothing at all from down here. A 7 CS against the 14 and 6 of Arteezy. It's going to be a slow start for the Void. A hero that, as we've been talking about before, you need a lot. If you're going to make the Faceless Void work, you need a lot of items. This hero does not do much with one or two.
Compared to other carries, one of the reasons like he's not picked is like even in this heavy like farm meta where every carry pretty much wants to get a Battle Fury, Faceless Void still can't really just fight Battle Fury like a BKB. Still needs like an extra item to be able to deal the damage. 4-minute rune.
Down at the bottom, Arbed. Not going to be able to get around this. He's not able to head down in time with the backup of Wally. Troll.
They need to swap things around. Like Faceless Void, he is, I'm not going to say win condition, because first Axel probably going to go to Void Spirit. It just sounds much better, you know, having that stats, which can go in, having AoE silence is just going to be great against some of the heroes, especially the Storm Spirit. But they need to either bring up one hero to the bottom or just swap a lane. Because right now he has 8 CS, 9, while Arteezy has 19, 20.
Well, you just feel that there's no way that you can make this work if you're sacking the Void in the laning state.
Yeah, it's just going to be so hard. He might get that, you know, Aghanim Scepter, second act should belong to Faceless Void to have that AoE bash with the Time Walk. Bounty runes. Ollie, also stacking.
See up top. Chris still able to pick it up despite IG's attempts to stop it with the stuns. Now with the silence into the slow onto the two and then crit nice side. They're just going to battle down the two of them. They bring down Kaka. They're going to be able to get JT as well as EG. Take down both. Top lane, when kills like this going perfectly for EG. Bottom lane, just completely slowing down. Void starts the match. And in the mid lane, I mean, that's the only lane really where IG, they're able to do something here. Zemo's keeping up with Arbed.
Exactly, they're doing at least something in this lane. Both side lanes not doing that well. Earth Spirit, like this is something that you don't expect. Earth Spirit for 1-1-1 build, so you have this silence. It's a 2-second silence rate. He might even try to go on a mid lane. There's also 2 earn charges, so he can TP to the mid lane. Let's see where they decide to make a move, because both of them are in the base right now.
Bottom lane, Fly. He's got to be very careful if that is going to be the lane that to make moves on towards. For now, Arbed just returning towards the mid lane. Minute rune is up. It's going to be down bottom.
Radiant's
Arbed
middle tower
did
is
6
under
himself,
attack.
so he's able to go grab that. Kaka will stop him from being able to turn and get aggressive onto Emo. And
They don't have enough damage.
He wants to go for Kaka. He knows that Kaka's spells are pulled out. If he can punish him, as there's very little that Emo can do to keep Arbed off, as Arbed reads the situation perfectly. He knows that he can't get punished for getting in aggressively. He's been able to turn towards Emo. Emo may be able to finish him down. He just have 8 stick charges. Enough to zip away. Already using the Remnant, nothing else to grab Arbed.
Step in a second. It's like he knows, like he's actually counting.
Dire's top tower.
Emo's underneath the tower.
Arbed's still got a Fairy Fire. He's still got a Fairy Fire to play with. Plus the Fairy Fire and the stick charges, Emo's got to get out of here.
Crit rotating, but a bit too late. I think he had enough time if he hit himself to actually TP to the mid lane, try to help Arbed, but maybe Arbed was just saying, I don't need the help. I got this.
Textbook showing of Arbed knowing his limits perfectly on this hero. Top lane,
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Got to be a bit careful now. Ice, he's hit the 6, he's got the Raw. Crit's ever in position, he can make a go onto JT.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Before he hits level 6.
They just brought a Lion on the bottom. I don't think they care too much about him. Like, Bloodseeker's very tanky. His armor is super high, especially when sitting near the tower. It's 12, so you don't really feel those right-click damage. Faceless Void will need some more XP to hit level 5. You can see the rotation.
Look at the fly side, they're having in the 4 step straight down in the blood right. Will get a jump off the side, but Arbed's still with mana to go. The Aphotic Shield comes down, the fly blade, it's not enough to save him.
Under attack.
Void gets taken down. Arbed once again. Game 2 coming in with the perfect moves inside there.
Radiant's
Arbed very active. He understands that I can TP to the side lane. I'm not gonna lose too much out of the mid lane. I'm also the one who's you know, getting those kills. He killed the Kaka, and they don't have enough tower damage. Like if that was a DP on a mid lane instead of Void Spirit, that's like very punishable. You're probably gonna lose the tower. Top lane Roar.
JT, he's popped the Chemical Rage, but the damage from these summons bringing him very, very low. Emo will TP over. JT still just dying here to the Necro book as JT's going to end up walking back in range of Ice. A few more hits. JT, can they save him? Jump over with the Renner. Ice is able to get over, but Kaka's turned up as well. They will manage to keep JT safe. Crit tries to roll in, gets the combo off onto the two of them. Kaka still getting beaten down by the board. Crit will be able to find the kill in return.
Boris, he gets the last hit. So Ice, nothing to value. Loster, they also force a rotation. Abed just playing between tier 1 and tier 2 tower right now. He knows like the biggest threat is pretty much Lion. So if Lion is off the map, he can feel pretty safe.
Bottom lane, Arteezy's now got the 6, so Bloodseeker has to be careful of any move. They make it back up top lane emo. Okay, no Raw still for 30 seconds. JT now sticking away from the left. Ahmed still aggressive here, looking for moves in the mid lane bottom. Trick comes in with a rotation, and the +1, that's all that's needed there for Arteezy to be able to take down Fly.
Fly, man, he's struggling. For people who are just tuning in, this is not a position 5, you know, Faceless Void. He's just struggling. Like, they completely dominated that lane. Arteezy, like, he's staying almost double the net at the moment. Going into Maelstrom.
Look at him over here. He's taking some stacks and he's taking some kills. As Emo will jump over Abed, immediately TPing out, but the Remnant is there. Abed will get punished.
That's a big hit. He's trying to go for a very greedy play. He gets a kill, tries to take the stack, but pretty much Sunbird is the best one. So I expect them to try to invade this stack. They see it's pretty big. This is where Alchemist is going to farm his Aghanim Scepter.
Crit. Get over here around the respawn. Kaka's able to turn. The setup, they've got the lockdown. Crit won't be able to interrupt the bounty ring being taken. IG will punish it.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Ice having a much better game than in the previous one. Like, he's super farm, staying near the top of the network. Has a book, the speed, getting closer to book 2. Like, he's just gonna be the one dominating the top part of the map. But I also want to see him, like, possibly rotate and invade that triangle. Try to steal some stacks from the Alchemist.
This will be mid. Fly does have the 6. Open up the chrono onto Ahmed. They have the damage to the finger. Bring it like they've got it. Now Arteezy looks to counterplay those love rights down. Take down Fly in return. Arteezy trying to charge over towards Kaka. Emo jumps in as well, over from the side. Ice bringing the boards in. Kaka getting slow. Catching them there with the rock. Silence and slow. If they bring down Kaka, Raw sets them onto Ollie. They may have lost Abed, but EG hit that. Take way more from IG.
EG, they just made the numbers. JT's not the one who wants to join the fight. He wants to be able to farm that Aghanim Scepter, but with EG, they're making all the right moves. Ahmed getting the fifth. No, he took the finger, he took one for the team. That's their damage. Like, this is their damage inside the perimeter. It was very close.
Prince is going to be able to jump on him. He's gone. As soon as he's back in the game, he's out of it.
He's level 6. As a carry, 11 minutes in. They were giving tomes to Arteezy in the previous game. Maybe they need to start doing the same thing for Faceless because he's seriously underleveled.
He's going to have such a tough game. Top lane Abed. He's found JT. He's fine timing for Ice to bring the army over. And it's JT looking pretty dead here. No escape for the Alchemist. Another kill for EG. 13-4 now. Crit was getting gone up, but he's able to make it away. Kaka not able to get the grab in time.
So a lot of time wasted. They managed to kill Alchemist twice. He's not involved in any of the kills. Sometimes we see Alchemist being aggressive early on because there's a ton of damage. You know, Acid Spray combined with something. Most of the time it's like Tusk. A lot of right clicks, unstable concoction. Like, you get a kill, you get a few kills, then you clear the stacks. You have that Aghanim Scepter on time. He still needs to farm 1600 gold to actually be able to farm the first Ags.
One of those record-breaking times that we've seen from some of these solo lane Alks. Ags dealt with him a couple of times. Abed getting very close to the orchid. Magi and the recipe is all that's needed. Arteezy, Maelstrom done. This farm now going to continue at a pace that's going to be very hard for Fly to keep up with, as Arteezy currently doubling the network.
He does not have a farming item on Faceless Void, while Arteezy has Maelstrom, which is going to be getting worse for him.
Dire's top
we'll have Chrono again in 20 seconds. I feel like if you are trying to make it, you've got to use Chrono off cooldown.
Check this triangle.
To get back
He's inside the triangles. not gonna say
Radiant's
stealing, but
bottom
taking
tower
away
is
some
under
CS
attack.
from JT as well, because he needs to recover as well. But this also means that Aghanim Scepter will be delayed.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Pressure on the bottom tier 1. G, with the strength that they have, they will not be afraid of defending. Be very strong right now.
They also have very limited tower damage. These heroes inside of IG, they can't be seen.
Flash coming in, set up there, straight over they go towards Emo, silence down as Ollie's not quite 6 yet, as Ollie will fall. Emo onto the side, trying to escape, but they got any more damage again, he's going to fall underneath. First shot as Ice gets the last bit of damage, takes him out. EG just letting nothing get past them here in game 2.
They're just in full control of this game. Like, when they take a fight near like Roche Pit, they could easily transition that into Roche Kill with the Beastmaster, or as maxed out the Boar Necro units. It's just more than enough to take it down. So next time they probably take a fight, it's just gonna be a Roche. They're also devording with the Necro units. Like, Necro is just such a busted and a strong item overall. One of the strongest one in this patch for sure. Abed
Dire's
has
bottom tower is
Orchid
under
coming to him,
attack.
plus a Haste Rune in the bottle.
Once that Orchid's done, this game is... It's already, of course, been incredibly hard for Flyfly. 0-4-1. The Orchid in play. He's got to pretty much hope that Ollie's always by his
Dire's
side.
bottom
Otherwise,
tower
Arbit will
is
have
under
no trouble
attack.
pretty much taking down Flyfly solo.
Lion still holding a tome. He just gave it to Abaddon. Abaddon is also level 5. 15 minutes in, they smoke. They have the Aghanim Scepter complete. He gives it the Void Spirit,
Dire's
of course. The
bottom tower
AoE
is under
silence, 2
attack.
charges. They need to make stuff happen right now. Like, they need to get some kind of, like, multiple kills. Crit, I
Dire's
feel
bottom
glad to take
tower
that one.
is falling.
Haste!
Oh, he stopped the finger. It was like, trying to, you know, cast it, but was afraid that he might get out actually with the Rolling Boulder.
Is anything to chance? Fly. About 700 off the Maelstrom. Meanwhile, Arteezy, maybe he's going to be pretty much done on top of his Maelstrom at the same time that Fly finishes his Arteezy close to a full item ahead. Fly.
This time around, he's also going for BKB. Beastmaster, after finishing the Necro 3, doesn't care too much about any of the spells other than the Chronosphere.
Dire's
They
bottom
have
tower
nothing
is under
else.
attack.
He wants to be able to
Dire's
deal with the
structures
silence.
are fortified.
Smoke. Ollie. He's at 6, so he'll have some time to buy himself with borrowed time. Just got the rest of IG, they'll let him go.
Radiant's
There's
top
an
tower
opportunity
is
for
under
a
attack.
Chronosphere. Flyfly is around. The volley gone. IG will retreat.
JT going for second Aghanim Scepter. He was thinking, do I need a Blink Dagger? Do I get the Axe here?
Remember the combo crit. Another Flyfly again, the setup's there. Flyfly falls in an instant. As EG, they'll clean up Tucker. Emo's trying to bring down Arbet with him. A concussion flies over. Arbet does get stunned up. Get the trade onto the Storm Spirit crit. Was having to be a bit careful, but Ice he's coming into the backup, but he's got a roar at the ready. Rolls JT, the Necro looks out as they bring down the Alchemist. They'll take down 3.
It's just so much. Abaddon already used his Aphotic Shield. Ice sees that it came out, goes in, uses the roar on Alchemist to shut him down. Once again, this is the third death for JT. Man, Marvel's Void, he's not
Dire's
really
top
having a good
tower
time.
is
Like,
under
he's
attack.
level 8, does not have a single item pretty much. 17 minutes in. This is a good kill. You know, they rely so much on Void Spirit to actually be able to do stuff. They gave Tome of Knowledge to Void Spirit, because first it was Lion holding it, then he gave it to Abba. Abba's like, I'm fine, you know, I just got level 6.
These for IG able to take down Arbet in that fight, but other than that, the game's just not getting any easier for Flyfly.
Radiant are scanning.
Maelstrom is done. Still so much catching up to do. All their value and net worth, of course, with the Axe going over as well. Really resting on Emo. Emo, he has to have a perfect game ready to hold them in on this one, IG.
It's just gonna get worse for them. Like, Faceless is not gonna feel comfortable going in. He needs a BKB. even when he gets a BKB, I just want to see if that's going to be his next item, because he needs to be able to protect against the silences. They still have AA Blast, they still have Roar. Dire using a scan inside the pit, they know something is up. Chronosphere is up. We've seen one Chrono, right?
Just the one. The one so far in the mid lane. Not being able to find a chance to use it again. They are coming over him. Roshan not quite taken out. And EG there prepared for this. They're backing off, smoking up themselves. Prepare for the attempt here from IG is JT. Finding a target here. Walks her out. Nice, setting up the vision. Emo moving over to the backlash. Crit's going to roll under towards Dolly. Doesn't get blocked off. Not right now. He's getting popped by Arteezy. The mid's over towards Dolly. Emo moving out immediately, but Armex in. Grabs him with the vortex. Stops the escape from the Void Spirit. Ollie falls as the borrowed time comes to an end. Crit and they even see if they can chase down for more. They know that JT still around it. Crit, he's in. Knows exactly where JT is. The slow has the Roar at the ready, and there's no escape for JT. As EG now take the three of them down.
Yeah, that was such a good, rotation. They use the smoke, they get out of the pit, they understand, they are coming. They also use the scan, so they probably know something is up. Crit, they're sitting behind the trees, breaking also the smoke, going in. Like, Abed is so careful, like you could see that he did not want to go in until one of the field, and then like, yeah, we'll just pull the Void Spirit, we'll kill him. There's not going to be enough damage. If we take down Void Spirit, this is where most of the damage just comes from. Faceless Void, after getting the Maelstrom, going for a BKB, I can understand. Let's see if he can, get that Aghanim Scepter on time. But still, he's never going to feel comfortable playing into Rupture, into Roar, into AA Blast. It's just not good of a Faceless Void game.
Touché!
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Wards are up there, quickly pinged out. IG preparing around the area. Room ready for the next fight.
You have the best Aegis carrier in the game. Sorcerer Abed pretty much always gets the same item build. Orchid Rush, then he gets some Arcane Boots to have a bit more mana into BKB. A Blast misses.
Radiant's
mana to keep
bottom
going here,
tower
Abed.
has fallen.
Back a couple of TPs. G bringing in the mid lane. He's down towards the point. They want to try and get Flies. They show like a couple of heroes mid, Crit and Arteezy. They'll start setting up the box. Flies. He's been ruptured. He's going to go for the TP and Crit. He did. He's got the Yule from the stun to the escape. Fly will go down yet again.
He was thinking about using that Chronos here. Like Crit missed the Roar, but has the Yule Scepter to cancel the TP. Such a nice move from EG. EG, they're just completely dominating this game, moving around the map. They have a BKB on a Beastmaster. AA, he was saving some money, bought a shard. A good shard. Like, this allows Ancient Apparition to possibly like even farm and put creep waves, 40 DPS, and attack speed reduced by 20.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Down 7 to 23, down 7k. They've really had to look for some sort of big, crazy smoke-up play around a Chronosphere. Even if they do land that Chrono,
where's the follow-up?
I mean, they have a finger, that's it, right?
Finger.
That's one hero gone, maybe at best.
Radiant.
Dire's middle tower is
scan.
under attack.
Abed does not feel comfortable. He thought maybe Lion is hiding in the trees. Lion has a Blink Dagger, so it's going to be much easier for him to get the good initiation.
Here we go. On the side, they're going to jump off to Arteezy. Arteezy gets thrown there. Runs it. Never catch Arteezy. Does he have the damage? Arteezy's still alive. They're able to walk it off. Bloodfly goes down. That was it. That was the Chrono. Nothing happens. Arteezy finally falls, but it's going to be EG with the cleanup as Emo's going to go down. They'll lose 3 on IG.
They used everything. Like, they used everything. That Chronos here, we talked about how they don't have enough damage inside of it, and we can see why. Like, Faceless Void just does not deal enough damage at the moment. There's no real follow-up. They try to burst him down. Arteezy super tanky, ton of armor, 21, has some status resistance with that casual sign, which he will turn into SNY. The rest of the team just comes in and cleans them up.
Dire's structures are fortified.
It's tough. It's a very tough game here for IG. Now that Chrono ready to go again in just a short time of 2 minutes.
Aghanim Scepter now completed on Faceless Void. He didn't farm the gold. It was Alchemist who actually gave it to him.
Dire are scanning.
See again. I mean, Arteezy, of course, does eventually go down, but so much having to be used to kill Arteezy at this point. And that was even catching him in the chrono when he was as low as he was.
Just the Faceless does not have attack speed. There's no Mask of Madness on anything. He's really struggling. You can feel that he's a bit more tanky right now because of that axe. Stats are really good.
And the axe, because it will speed up his farming. Fly, able to hop around the map, clean up the waves, the camps as he jumps into them. The AoE bashes. There's a lot of time, and still many items that are going to be any sort of considerable threat on his own. Comes in with the Chronosphere. And he's on the hunt. He's actually found him. Ahmed hunting through the tree line, catches Emo. And there's just no hiding. There is no hiding from Ahmed.
Straight into silence. They're not overlapping any of their abilities. Pretty much, man, Crit has been amazing in this game. He's been involved in 21 out of 27 kills, all over the place. You know, like, either player is super bad when he has more than 3 earn charges, or the game is going so well that he does not even need to use it. He has 9 earn charges. You know, that's how dominant they are.
Turn 15. I mean, this is what happens when EG's able to get their hands on that crit in the first few hits. Pretty sure we've just seen him have it. Perfect games every time. Every time he's got his earth.
There's a TP on the ground
Dire's
in the
middle
river
tower
near the
is
mid.
under attack.
No one wants to touch that. After seeing what happened to Puppy, after picking up the bottle, they're like, nah, we're good.
Starting things off here onto Ollie. JT and Fly will look to get out of it. They're on the run, JT, Kaka and Fly. They don't want to take any sort of fight here. Kaka, his TP still on cooldown, so he won't make it away.
Facing a Batten.
Ollie is going to go for the TP out. They've got ways to cancel it though as Crit. Rolling Boulder back up and available. 2 more kills for EG. 29 to 8. The killing just never stopping this game.
Alchemist now needs to farm an item for himself. Ahmed
He's
jumps
just going
in.
straight in on the fly side. Gonna dip it, will get caught out by the consumption. Back up there from Arteezy. Fly spotlight is dead. Safety as well. Ice Blast coming in. It's not even needed. Arteezy taking them both down.
After seeing them GG out a bit, like early in the previous game, I would not be surprised if they like take one more fight, especially if EG takes the roast before that, where they understand like we can't do anything in this game. Because it looks pretty over, you know, 15k gold lead. It's just EG who's all over the map. They're making the right moves, maneuverable heroes. The space where IG can farm is non-existent. Like they can farm pretty much whatever comes to their towers right now. They're gonna go in. They're gonna get those barracks. 6 seconds until Faceless respawns.
We'll have Chronosphere when he's back up.
Dire's middle barracks
Rack's gone.
has fallen.
Nothing IG can do to push back EG.
Radiant's
17k
is under
lead.
attack.
Arteezy well on the way to his Abyssal. Fly still struggling to get the BKB finished. Be able to have it for the next fight.
Probably. Still need to farm quite a lot of gold. Next Roche may respawn in 2 seconds. Let's see if it's going to be a longer respawn timer. EG should have the Roche, like, but you know, IG does not want to give them that. It's going to be a minute and 20 seconds.
Dire are
If they give them
scanning.
Roche, Cheese and Aegis on both cores, they just are not going to have enough damage because they need to play around the cooldown. The Chronosphere 160 seconds is just a bit too high and very punishable.
Keeping themselves completely surrounding Fly. Make sure the Fly is able to farm. There it is. BKB's done. Fly will have now a bit of a better chance of jumping in, getting the chrono off. I don't think that's going to make much of a difference, though.
Okay, Alchemist, Ephod, Shard, Berserker Potion, so they have a Dispel mechanic, which is okay. You can't
Dire's
Dispel
top
Roar,
tower is under attack.
soft Dispel, but they can Dispel Silences, which is really nice. Also Lincoln Sphere on Void Spirit.
Same man. He's going to go straight in. He comes into the BKBs. Everyone's coming down the ice bar. Full land on supply flies. Carter goes down. Flies back immediately. They chase it on the front. They spot the BKB. Then Chrono wants to dump it.
He got the
Nothing.
board!
The wall's there. Fly's dead.
They might
Down
call
the
it.
game. I think they will.
Oh man, Chronosphere on 2 boards in the end, like, man, Abed, he understands. I jump flying, they don't have enough damage. Like, I go on top of them, even if I get caught by the Chronosphere, they will not have enough damage.